I remembered the line from the Hindu scripture, the Bhagavad Gita. Now I am become death, the destroyer of worlds.
Christopher Nolan's Oppenheimer, starring the absolutely talented Irish actor Cillian Murphy, has created quite a buzz around the world. But only a few know that this movie is actually based on a true event, an event that shaped the destiny of the whole of mankind forever. Join us as we dive in to uncover some shocking facts about Oppenheimer. Ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom! Well, let's take you back in time to 16th of July, 1945, the day when the world witnessed something unimaginable. As the clock struck 5:30 a.m., a test bomb exploded in the heart of Los Alamos, New Mexico. But this bomb was not an ordinary one. We are talking about history's first nuclear bomb. Known as Trinity, this test explosion was a part of the Manhattan Project, a research project that was working on making the first nuclear weapon, an attempt to prepare America for World War II. This project was led by the scientist J. Robert Oppenheimer, or as we know him today, the father of the atomic bomb. While working on this project, Oppenheimer never in his dreams thought that things might not go as he expected. He had imagined that the size of the explosion would be somewhere around 0.3 kilotons of TNT, but in reality, the explosion was 50 times more dangerous than his expectations. The size of the explosion was 15 to 20 kilotons of TNT. The intensity of the blast was so high that a person could feel the shockwave from a distance of 16 kilometers. What was even more shocking was that the mushroom cloud went up to 12 kilometers high in the sky during the blast. That's insane! In that instant, Oppenheimer became truly aware of the destruction his creation would cause to humankind. All he could say was a verse from Bhagavad Gita, "Now I am become death, the destroyer of worlds." But that's not all. You can clearly see his regret when he said, "We knew the world would never be the same." A few people laughed. A few people cried. Most people were silent. Born in New York on 22nd of April 1904, Julius Robert Oppenheimer was a man of many talents. Ever since he was a child, he was known for his exceptional knowledge of high-level chemistry, physics, and mineralogy. Just at 12 years old, Oppenheimer was invited to deliver lectures at New York's Mineralogical Club. And when he was studying at Harvard University, he was able to complete a 4-year degree in just 3 years. From physics and chemistry to literature and Eastern religion, he was knowledgeable about several fields. Unfortunately, the scientist also had a destructive side. Tired of the studies, he tried to kill his teacher by leaving a cyanide-laced apple on his desk, which luckily the teacher didn't eat. Oppenheimer was not only a chain smoker, but also suffered from depression. He was so consumed in his world that he rarely socialized. Oppenheimer was a topper in his class, but he didn't have any friends. He even once told his brother that he needs physics more than friends. But this lack of interaction changed when Adolf Hitler started torturing Jews. Since Oppenheimer himself was from a German Jewish family, he felt connected to Jews and wanted to help them. That's when he started taking part in multiple political meetings and donated money to striking workers and labor unions. Due to Hitler's tyranny, several well-known scientists such as Albert Einstein, Edward Teller, Leo Szilard, and many others left Germany. When Hitler invaded Poland, this marked the beginning of World War II. America had no interest in being part of this war, but they were prepping for something big. Just 1 month before World War II, Franklin D. Roosevelt, the American president, received a letter from Albert Einstein and Leo Szilard. The two scientists warned President Roosevelt that Hitler was working on nuclear weapons, and America should be prepared for the worst. As we said earlier, America had no intentions of taking part in World War II, but when Japan attacked Pearl Harbor, the scientific mission to create a nuclear bomb was turned into a military mission. And despite not wanting to be a part of World War II, America entered the war. Soon after reading the letter, the president formed a team of scientists and military officials to research how they can turn uranium into a nuclear weapon. So those of you who are completely new to terms like uranium, here is a short but clear explanation for you guys. So basically, uranium is a radioactive element that can be used in nuclear weapons, but the version that is available on Earth is not so radioactive. So they extract a small portion of it which is more reactive and explosive, making it a perfect element for these weapons. Are we clear now? If so, then let's continue where we had left off. A uranium atom has 92 protons, 146 neutrons, and 238 atoms. However, there is a small portion of uranium that has 93 protons, 143 neutrons, and an atomic mass of 235. This isotope of uranium-238 was used to create nuclear weapons as it is highly fissionable. The American government ordered Leo Szilard and Enrico Fermi to find out how they separate U-235 isotopes, U-238, and how chain reactions work. On the other hand, Oppenheimer was already working on nuclear fission and had discovered plutonium, which is also extracted from uranium but is more powerful than U-235. Plutonium is not a naturally occurring element. To be used for the nuclear bomb, the scientist had to manufacture it in nuclear reactors. Plutonium can be obtained by measuring critical mass. That's why America needed Oppenheimer. Now that Oppenheimer and other scientists were done with all their theories, they needed a place where they could practically test whether the bomb would work or not. Robert Oppenheimer and the military leader General Leslie Groves were looking for a place that was both secluded and accessible, blessed with a moderate climate, ample water supply, and a nearby labor force. A member of the planning board, Keith, suggested Los Alamos, New Mexico. Oppenheimer also had spent his summers there and was pretty aware of the area, making it a perfect place to test the bomb. When the scientists and engineers arrived at Los Alamos, they saw amazing views and felt a sense of wonder. The beautiful landscape not only inspired them, but also helped with their work. There is plenty of water in the region, which was important for cooling equipment and helping with the scientific experiments taking place in Los Alamos. Oppenheimer wanted to test the elements before making the bomb, but everyone disagreed as they didn't have much plutonium. In 3 years, they were only able to produce 2 milligrams of plutonium. But Oppenheimer convinced all the scientists and the first practical experiment was performed, which was successful. After that, they started working on 2 bombs. One was called Little Boy, which was made with 235 isotopes of uranium, while the other was called Fat Man, a nuclear bomb made of plutonium. Little Boy was made easily, but it was the Fat Man that needed much more careful manufacturing, as if not done right, the chain reaction would end before even the bomb exploded. The Fat Man was designed in a way that the plutonium was kept inside a sphere surrounded by other explosives. Then came the D-Day, the day everyone had desperately waited for, the Trinity test. With the help of a steel tower hung a nuclear bomb 100 feet above the ground. This bomb contained 13 pounds of plutonium, and on 16th of July at 5:30 a.m., the bomb exploded with heat that evaporated the steel tower. Oppenheimer had said there is almost 0% chance for the bomb to destroy the world, but after seeing the destruction made by the bomb, he was filled with regret. This regret was increased when just after 3 days after the Trinity test, America threw 2 atomic bombs, Little Boy and Fat Man, on Hiroshima and Nagasaki with just a 1-day gap. When Oppenheimer saw the destruction with his own eyes, he started working with U.S. Atomic Energy Commission to stop such nuclear attacks. Due to his opposition, the government snatched his job, and he spent the rest of his life delivering lectures in worldwide institutes. Since Oppenheimer was a chain smoker, he died due to throat cancer at the age of 62. The creation of the atomic bomb had left Oppenheimer completely broken. He kept saying he had blood on his hands. Those who were close to Oppenheimer said that he had become an empty shell. Currently, there are a total of 9 countries that have nuclear weapons, such as the United States, Russia, France, China, the United Kingdom, Pakistan, India, Israel, and North Korea. But the best part is that no one has felt the need to use them, and we can just wish this remains the same always. And that is all for today, fam. The story of Oppenheimer is pretty scary and tragic, but he indeed taught us that just like himself, we can bring a change too. But whether that's positive or negative, that completely depends upon us. Oppenheimer for us was neither a hero nor a villain. He was just a man that he had no idea his creation would turn out this way. Smash that subscribe button and hit that bell icon down there for such shocking videos. Hey, while you're still there, give this video a big thumbs up and share it with your history buff friends and everyone who wants to watch the movie, and give them some spoilers. Until next time, take care and bye-bye.